Oh, hello.
Welcome to Sexy Action News at 9. I'm your host, Yolanda Flem.
And I'm your co-host, Ivan Strudel, award-winning kitesurfer. Tonight we're here to talk about an explosive debacle unfolding in the Eastern Europe as we speak.
Well, now to our history major dropout. For the details regarding the conflict, Professor Herbert Heisenhoff.
Thanks, Yolanda. The conflict between Russia and the Ukrainian government is a multi-sided cultural division that's been plaguing the Slavic nations since the beginning of the mid-17th century. Back in those days, Russia and Ukraine were both ruled by the Tsars, which has resulted in both regions having a similar culture. This common heritage has been resulted in a variety of issues in the modern time. Ever since the dissolving of the Soviet Union, there have been many attempts by the Russian government to retake the Crimea region, because Crimea has been historically more, aligned with Russia. In the 1990s, the Russian legislature attempted to annex Crimea. This attempt was completely ignored by the president at the time. I think his name is like Boris Yeltsin, is that like that? It's some weird name. In the last 10 years, the Ukrainians have been seeking membership in NATO and have started to become pro-West. Russia has threatened to annex Ukraine if they join NATO because, Russia hates the West and everything. It's all kind of like bad tensions. This has caused tensions to rise in the last 10 years. Many Russian officials have been increasingly hostile towards the Ukraine. President Putin specifically said that if he wants to reform the Soviet Union, and this advance on Crimea is the first evidence of this actually kind of happening. Back to you, Yolanda. Ivan.
I'm actually taking a selfie.
We're rolling.
Wow.
Thank you, Herbert. I believe the public knows a little more in depth on what exactly is going on. If they're still awake, that is.
Alright. Oh, Ivan. Oh gosh.
God.
Let's head on over to our favorite representative from the Russian government. Who is streaming live from Russia as we speak to get a more personal insight on what's going on.
Thank you, comrade. We here in the glorious Russian Federation don't understand your concerns with our government actions. All we are doing is offering support to a country who obviously needs the financial assistance we can offer. No, we don't feel like backing down anytime soon. Especially since the mighty Western powers, the US of A, running the world, seem inept at running their own economies. Is it really such a bad thing for a big nation like Mother Russia to offer our assistance, our incentives for such a minor political action? From my time in the KGB, I know for certain that Russian authorities only want what's best for country Ukraine.
Sorry.
Okay.
Well, ain't you just the sweetest thing?
Truly inspiring, mate.
You see, folks, the Russian people only want to take over. That's all.
Yeah, it wouldn't really be the end of the world, just the end of the world as we know it.
Ivan, do you think it would be fair to only hear one side of the story?
Of course! However, if we want to keep our jobs, we're going to have to hear both sides. And it just so happens that we can do just that. Ladies and gentlemen,
Boys and girls,
hang on to your TV trays. Here comes Constance Bila.
Beautiful
Very witty.
and great with a
Frying pan.
frying pan. She's our favorite representative from the Ukrainian government.
She has flown in and taken time out of a very busy schedule to be here with us. So let's give her a great warm welcome, mates. Constance, come on down.
events that are taking place in Ukraine as we speak. But let me elaborate further and bring you up to date on the most current actions taking place. Former President Yanukovych admits that he was wrong to invite the Russian troops into Ukraine's Crimean Peninsula, but also concluded that the invasion would not have happened if he had not been run out of power. Even with no credible reason, the Russian troops could overrun the country at any minute. And that is why Ukraine's government is sending out a plea to the US, the UK, and the UN. Will anybody save us?
Well, this poor girl's crying for help, folks. She needs a savior. All of Ukraine needs a saving grace. Let's put our hands together and pray.
Yolanda, I think it's time for our very super duper important weather update. Take it away, Phil.
Oh, of course.
Ivan. Good evening, everyone. As I'm sure most of you can see, over the Ukrainian peoples, there's a slight chance of clouds, with a 99.897% chance of bomber planes overhead. Okay, maybe more 100%. Alright, now if we mosey on over to good old Russia, we see heavy clouds with thunder and possible lightning. Okay, maybe not possible, I think it's gonna happen. And a very good chance of a sighting of Putin on a horse, shirtless. Back to you, Ivan.
Thanks, Phil. Sweetie, you're such a doll.
Yeah, what a sweetheart. Okay. In other news, this week is National Selfie Week. So, if you want to be featured in tomorrow's newscast, what are you doing? Just tweet us here at SexyActionNews9 or on Facebook, facebook.com/SexyActionNews9. What are you doing?
Silly? I'm tweeting ya. Swirly Sexy Action News 9 hashtag YOLO.
You mean at SexyActionNews9 hashtag YOLO swag?
Oh, Ivan, that sounds ridiculous. That don't even make no sense.
Bloody fantastic.
So basically, the U.S. is remaining pretty much neutral in this conflict. According to our insight in the White House, President Obama is not happy about the situation developing in the Ukraine.
The US has put sanctions on Russia, but we all know that Obama is a wimp and will not really take action against Russia, so pretty much Russia can do anything they want without interference from the West.
Well, that sure is interesting.
Yeah. Well, Yolanda, I really love American food. It's great.
What are you eating? Oh, yeah. Those
Doritos.
Doritos.
Execute Order 66.
For action. Action. What? Action.
Everywhere.
This will be a good one.
Thanks very much.
Okay, stop it.
Are you filming right now?
Let me shoot.
We'll just be
Okay, whenever you want to start.
No, wait until I say
No, it's
action.
fine.
No, it's fine. We can just wait like 5 seconds.
Okay. Can you turn the water off? Thanks. Okay.